running, and thank
live
you.
from
Yeah.
live from Las Vegas and Fairfield, California. This is the best experience with some guy with glasses on and Ben.
That's it. Hey, and we appreciate everybody who tunes in.
We really do.
You know what I'm saying? So thank you guys for tuning in for this episode. But just like always, let's start off with introducing new members, because we had a nice group of members come join us this week too.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And the ones we're reading off, they are members who joined the tiers. So for those, when you guys join, understand that your name will be read at the beginning of every episode, or your new members will be read at the beginning of the episode.
Yeah, Jennifer PLTR, Longer, Lee Chu, Leo, Emmy, Terry IM, and Gozu, Shanzali, Suchin Khan, and there's two other ones down here at the bottom. Let me get to them. Maybe Vincent and 555. So appreciate you guys. Thank you for joining.
Yes, and thank you for joining our community. We appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it really helps us out.
Next, we'll get to questions.
Yes, let's get right into questions, because we actually got 3 questions in this week. So
sorry, I'm feeling a little under the weather, so I'm going to try to turn my head when I cough.
Yeah, which we appreciate. I don't want to have my ears blown out.
But even when you're sick, you drink enough caffeine and you can come do these things.
That's it.
So I ain't missing it for anything. So question is from Zheng. I often get mixed emotions about Diet Coke from performance and health standpoint. Do artificial sweeteners affect gym progress and recovery? Yeah. Yes, they're absolutely useless. I mean, you get some fluids in, but that's about it. Then you get a bunch of chemicals in that your body has to filter out that doesn't build or help with anything. If you are drinking Diet Coke because it has less calories and less things in there, just drink water. Really, seriously, just drink water. And you can get carbonated water. Carbonated water is just as fine. Don't get all the chemicals in it. I mean, it's just more for your body to process, more for your liver, more for your kidneys to work out. And then a lot of the sweeteners aren't exactly great. I know I'm allergic to aspartame, so that's a no-go for me. And then sucralose and a bunch of the other ones. One of them used to be used as an ant killer. So it tastes sweet, but it's not that great for you. At the end of the day, really, there's not going to be a whole lot better. Diet sodas are just not going to be great for your health. No matter how much they advertise, no matter how much they say, at the end of the day, it's something you probably should not be putting in your body, which it's not a good thing. Just drink water. If you need the fluids and you like the carbonation, that type of stuff, then drink, carbonated water, club soda, stuff like that. Soda water. Drink those. And if you need some type of flavor, go find some natural flavors to put in there. You can do it yourself or just take some strawberries, take some lemons, stuff like that, chop it up and throw it in with the water. The flavor will come off in the water and it'll taste good and it'll be better for you. So there's always a way to find ways around things. This would be a great one because it'd be a whole lot better for you in the end.
Oh, yes. And just be careful with lemon and cucumber water because, it has a cleansing effect.
Yes. Don't. So a little bit of lemon is what I said, not a whole bunch. And then same with the cucumber. But I mean, you can throw strawberries, some of the other blueberries, mash up the blueberries, throw them in there. There's a whole bunch of different things you can do to get the flavor out of some of the other fruit, which will just be good for you. And like blueberries will have antioxidants and strawberries are just delicious. So there's so many different ways to do things and other fruits you can put in them, watermelon, stuff like that. So anyway, stay away from the diet sodas. Next. This is from Jennifer PLTR. I often argue with one or two of my family members. They usually end up yelling because they think I'm not good enough, but I keep giving them advice. Maybe they feel that I'm being critical, controlling, or negative. like telling them to work out, take their meds, try some supplements, or reflect on themselves. I just don't know how to talk to them without turning it into a fight. This is a really common problem people have that are trying to get into shape or have been into shape. It's pretty common because people don't like to be told what to do or kind of how to do it, really. They don't. No matter, they're just like, well, that's you. It's like, okay. So basically, don't tell them. Just live by a good example. Be happy, be healthy, be energetic around them, come in with positive energy and stuff like that. And they're like, well, why do you do this all the time? Wait till they ask you questions. When they start asking you questions, why you're performing so good, why you feel so good, how you're able to do all these things in a day, how do you get all this stuff done? That's when you start going, well, I'm not saying, I have the answer to everything, but these are the things that I do to help me be more energetic. These are the things I'm doing to take care of myself. I go to, and then I also go to a doctor and they've noticed some deficiencies in some things, and I take these meds to help me feel better. And these are the things I do and why I'm able to do this. Lead by example. Lead by positive example. And eventually they'll ask you the questions. And when they're coming to you for the questions of how and why, they're going to be much more apt to listen to it than walking in going, look, man, you're still 80 pounds overweight, and you're out of shape, and your doctor's giving you meds and you don't take them, and you sit around and say you feel horrible, and you're just totally depressed and can't do anything and can't move. Telling them, well, you need to do this and you need to do that, and you need to do this, is going to go in one ear and right out the other. They're not listening to the doc. They're not listening to the people that they feel are good enough to listen to in the first place. So they're not going to listen to you very well when they're going, hey, this, hey, that, they're going to treat you that way. So, like I said, live by example, come out with positive energy, be busy doing things and taking care of things. And they're going to look at you and like, how are you doing all this? And you just tell them, these are the things I do. You can do it too. You can do everything that I'm doing. You just have to make that decision. Now, can you do this volume right away? No, it's going to take a while. Nothing good comes fast, but you can build to it slowly over time. And that's how you answer the question. But you have to kind of wait for them to kind of ask.
Yeah, you got to almost make it their idea.
Yes. If you can find a way to turn it into their idea, very good call, Ben. Mm-hmm. If you can, which is pretty much what I'm getting at in the first place. But make it seem like it's their idea, like they're coming to you to figure out what you're doing. That's where you're gonna win all day long. So, and then the other part of it is, I feel that young people in Taiwan nowadays seem to have a different moral and ethic values. Oh, very true. Very true. They have that everywhere on this planet now. They don't seem to respect the elderly. Oh, yes, very much. They're actually taught in schools now to almost devalue
the family unit.
The family unit and previous generations' wisdom and knowledge and stuff like that. Supposedly they know better, and it's clear that they don't. I've noticed that in recent assassination incidents in the U.S. It's off of the young acting alone. And they're basically being led to believe that this is their version of freedom. There's a lot of misguided people.
Yes.
Let's see here, freedom. It's similar how I felt when watching the latest Superman movie. Yeah, I agree. Because Superman is supposed to be, truth, justice, in the American way.
Yeah.
And that wasn't in the movie. So,
yep.
Like I said, that was the movie. Yeah. Its ideas seem somewhat strange and different from before. I'm not sure whether it represents a kind of distorted sense of justice or simply meant to be entertainment. The media and the internet have a huge effect, especially on younger generation. Yeah, this is true. It's actually, this is done on purpose, and it's done to separate them from what's actually important in their lives. And the sooner they wake up, open their eyes and realize that, the people whose opinions these are in the movies and the other things are actually useless. And it's just people that's trying to destroy the family value on a global scale, and get people to be individual and not care about one another and stuff like that. There's definitely people out there working to try to get people where they're easy to break and easy to rule, and that will follow a false sense of what justice is and what freedom is.
And what real understanding of common sense is.
Bingo. And they're definitely not teaching them to see things and think for themselves.
Yeah.
Which is the best thing you can teach your kids, is to think for themselves. Okay, well, what did you think about this? And then they'll tell you, be like, okay, now here's my experience, what I know about this, that I've experienced myself. That we need to teach our children. That's more important for me to hand it down to you than a teacher, a professor, or anyone else in school. That they learn from us. They're our children. They're not the school's children.
That's correct.
And they need to learn from us, our values. They're supposed to go to school. They're not supposed to be learning how to feel or stuff like that. They're supposed to be learning reading, writing, arithmetic, science, biology,
history,
math.
Yes.
And actual history, real history, not the digital history that they keep trying to change with, well, I feel this guy did these, and that's what they need to be doing.
Exactly.
So yes, it's one of those things that we have to strive to gently, patiently, and just reinstill our values into our children.
And that's one of the things I notice now. Yeah, big time better than the government.
And the funds. Remember, people that own all these companies, the funds own the companies.
That's it.
It would be good to we shouldn't worry about the morality of a fund. It has none.
Exactly.
Its sole purpose is to control and to make money. So that is literally it. So yeah, I hope that helps.
Like I said, our thoughts, our opinions on, just a little bit of a global scale there.
Yeah. But this is a global issue.
Yes, it is. It's all the way around.
Mm-hmm.
Well, with those questions answered, let's shift in a little bit.
All right.
And thank you for those who joined the Patreon. Understand that you could if you ask us a question, there's a group chat in the Patreon where you can place your question, and if we see it and we like it, guess what? We'll answer it live on air.
Yeah. Yes, we will.
But we were just I was just recently in Las Vegas with Nick.
We were here. It was a great week. All around, it was a fantastic weekend. It was a really great weekend.
Exactly. I was a little shocked on only a 2-dayer, but it still worked out in our favor.
Yeah. I'm really disappointed actually that it was a 2-dayer, because the contest had to be done in 2 days instead of 3. So it ran a lot longer, and I really wanted to walk around and meet people and do stuff and go to the booths and just see what was going on more than what I got a chance to. But that being said, congratulations to Lucas Hatton on winning America's Strongest Man, Nick Gordione on getting second, and Ham
Austin
getting
Ham.
third. Yep, Austin Ham got third. So congratulations, guys. Bang up job. I mean,
Lucas Hatton, 3-time America's Strongest Man.
The only 3-timer.
There we go.
In a row.
In a row.
That's quite the accomplishment, and good job.
Quite the accomplishment. You know what I'm saying? And he looked good out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, there everyone, like, people have weaknesses, people have spots, and it looks like Lucas is tightening it up.
Yeah,
extremely hard.
Lucas is closing the gaps on the very few openings that are there. Yeah. So he keeps cruising like this. He's gonna win a few big shows here pretty soon.
Oh yeah, he's putting himself
America's
in a good
Strongest
position.
Man's a big show, but that's going to be a real big show. You got the Road coming up, you got the Arnold coming up,
Yep.
and then you got Worlds after that. So, and then of course the Shaw. So, or the Strongest Man on Earth.
Yes.
So that's those are some big things, and
That's
Lucas
it.
is right there at that level where he can.
Yeah, he's podiuming. He's
podiuming. He's getting up there in the top 2 and 3. So
Yep.
he can actually pull this off. He can win a few of those.
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago. We actually had him on this show right after he won. I think his first America's Strongest Man.
Yes. Oh yeah, absolutely. And here's the question for all you guys that are doing this. Do you want to see me start interviewing a lot of the guys and having them on the show as well? Or do you want us to stick to this format? So just go ahead and let me know. I wouldn't mind bringing the guys on. I'm sure they wouldn't mind coming on.
Absolutely.
But just let me know what you guys think. What would you like? And I, bring in powerlifters and bodybuilders too. And
a little bit of everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe a few CrossFitters here and there too.
It happens like that. Well, you happen to know a couple, so
yeah, 1 or 2.
Exactly.
So, so that's a question. Just answer that and in the comment sections and stuff like that. That'll be great.
Yeah.
And then
well, you got to hang out with America's Strongest Woman, American Strongest Veteran, and you got to hang out with one of your good buddies, not me, but another good buddy all weekend.
Travis. Yep, got to hang out with Travis Ortmeyer. Known that guy a long time, so that was a lot of fun getting to do the live streams with him and stuff like that, and talk and give advice and just reminisce on some of the crazy things we've got to experience in
all the shows you guys have ever touched. Yeah,
which is pretty good amount. So
yeah,
it was a lot of fun, and so that worked out pretty well. And
and the live stream turned out extremely well too, because you guys got quite a bit of compliments. And sometimes in just perspective, you forget how many people are watching these things live stream. So I think it was Iron Vision was live streaming it for America's Strongest Man.
Yeah,
and they did a hell of a job. They were on top of it. Everything looked good. So you know what I'm saying. It's something that we appreciate, and then also too, they were broadcasting your guys' actual commentary the whole time too.
Yeah, which is which is really neat. You see it sitting there scrolling and you guys are commenting. So it's pretty neat. It was a fun thing to kind of watch and get to do and stuff like that. I couldn't really read the screen from where I was, but Travis could. So
eyes might be a little sharper.
Yeah, just a bit. But
just a bit.
If I got my glasses on, we're okay. But
exactly.
Anyway.
Exactly. Well, even though before the streams, Jerry Pritchett and Bubba Pritchett came to your house, trained, and you even had a world's strongest, a former world's strongest man competitor, world's strongest man, at your house. You know what I'm saying, with his dad, which is it's so cool.
Yeah, that was kind of neat to see. Father and son get to go out, travel the world, and do all these things together and stuff like that. It's a pretty neat thing to see. It really is. And the fact that he gets in there and helps him work out, and then they work out a little bit together. He jumps in, and we had a 3-way grip competition. That was a lot of fun. So, excuse me. It's I feel pretty blessed. I mean, it's been good stuff. And then Mike Cromer and Albie came over the day before that. So it's kind of neat. It's like, okay, get here early in the morning. You guys work out. All right, I got to leave to get to the
get to the
Ben's
show.
Gonna lock everything up for you guys.
Exactly.
There, so.
And we did get locked out one time this weekend. Another call back to Travis.
No, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty funny. So, but yeah, I mean, all in all, it was a great weekend. It was a lot of fun. It was really special to get to watch everybody compete and just get after it. It was really neat to see Zach McCarty retire after winning, I think, his 5th. Lightweight lightweight 105, America's Strongest Man.
I can actually see something right behind your shoulder.
Yeah. Where they at? They're up on this side.
No, the other side. You had it right the first time.
They're right up here. Here's Zach's shoes. So when you retire and you leave your shoes out there, you don't get to take your shoes with you. When the ones I left at OSG in 22. They were in England for a while, and now they're at Chad Coy's house. And then when I compete again, I'll get those shoes and I'll put them on and step back onto the competition floor. Wanted that to be this year. Looks like it's going to be next year.
Yeah.
But same thing for Zach. Zach, if he ever decides he wants to compete, he can just give me a call and we'll bring the shoes and he can put them back on and then walk out on the competition floor again.
That's it.
So, but you're not supposed to keep the shoes yourself.
Exactly.
So kind of a cool thing. It really is. He took them off and left them there and he's carrying them. I'm like, what are you doing? You don't get to carry those.
Yeah. Those are now mine. They go on. They're just not going on a trophy case. They're going on one of the greatest trophy cases.
Oh, you're too kind.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So, so that's pretty neat. Pretty excited about that. It's pretty special to me. I teared up quite a bit, but I try to hold it together.
Yes.
Trying to get better with that a little bit.
Well, Nick will always be Nick, and that's how I see it.
I know. Sorry, I'm just itching my eye.
Oh, yeah. Well, me tell you now, it was an awesome weekend.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it really was.
You did a little bit of walk around. You did your appearance.
Mm-hmm.
We had quite a bit of people show up for your appearance. A
Mm-hmm.
lot of autograph pictures, all that good stuff. So,
we see Brian, Carrie,
exactly,
Justin, and everybody over there. James over at the Evolution booth. Get to hang out with Nancy Johnson, for the weekend, do stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. And by the way, we're going out to see Nancy Johnson and do a seminar out there. So that's going to be a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah. A lot of fun.
And if anybody's watching this that is going to the seminar, make sure you have questions and things you want to know when you get there. Because
be prepared.
We're gonna aim this more towards the things you want to know instead of me just coming and talking and then us doing a couple things and leaving. We want to work on what you guys want to work on. We want to teach you the things that we know about the things that you have questions about. So
there we go.
Come with some questions.
Okay. Come prepared and get the knowledge you want to retrieve, because guess what? You're gonna have one of the best whispering in your ear.
John Hack's pretty good too.
Oh yeah.
And then so is Nancy.
Just a little good, just a little bit.
We'll drag her in there too, just
exactly
for giggles.
Exactly.
She's an incredible athlete. I mean, just to watch her compete and watch her do things, it's just
also too on both
amazing.
Sides of the spectrum of judging, reffing, commentating and running and taking care of these shows. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like that's one of those things you're giving back to the sport that's helped you and you help it and still compete at the same time. It's you know what I'm saying? She covers quite a bit. So
she really does. Hats off.
That's it. Well, even with that, like I said, it was a great Olympia weekend. I had a lot of fun. I got to see and meet a lot of people myself. In between, all the events, I had opportunities to walk around. So, so I definitely enjoyed myself. Exactly.
I really wanted to walk around, but that's okay.
Oh yeah. Well, and like I said, we got next year a little bit more planned, because this was like the first time you've actually commentated for them. And so, you can actually, a little bit more of a schedule, a little bit more of a setup next time, a little bit more prepared on what's needed when you show. Because, on the first day of work, you don't know what you need until the next day.
Yeah, well, I mean, it wasn't that bad. We just needed to know what the time schedule was and get going with it. But it all worked out. I mean, it worked out well. So it's good stuff. It really was. It was run pretty darn well. There was a couple things that could have saved a little bit of time, but every contest is going to have issues.
Every contest,
World's Strongest Man has had issues.
Yeah,
the Arnold's had issues.
Yep.
The Rogues had issues. Every strongman contest is going to have issues. Very, very rarely.
You know what I'm saying?
Perfectly.
Yeah. It happens to the best of us.
Yeah, and when something doesn't break, some of the athletes break. Either way, it's going to take a little while. So.
That it does.
Anyway.
Well, with that, let's pivot a little bit here.
Oh, we're pivoting. Uh-oh.
Yeah, pivot a little bit.
I don't know if my hip will do that right now.
You know what I'm saying? One of the things that we do as a pastime, especially when I get to hang out with Nick, is we actually put on a few movies. We watched, I want to say about 3 movies this weekend. They're all classics. I think we only watched one new one. Now I can't remember the name of the movie.
No, it was very bad.
Yeah, it was very bad. It was very, very bad. Oh, we watched Red Sonja. It was out in theaters a few months ago, and it is in theaters now.
There's why I tried to purge that from my memory.
Yeah. It's as a huge comic book fan and as a person who follows the lore and who has read multiple issues of Red Sonja, there was no translation or correlation in that aspect of that movie. They completely did it raw, and it just.
I'm still wondering how that got made. I'm wondering,
and it got approved.
I'm wondering how the executives that approve that are still employed.
Exactly. Because it costs millions to make it, and it's like, someone approved it, someone let it get made, and someone let it hit the theaters, and then someone put it on streaming services.
Yeah, I wish there was kind of like a way when you take a risk and you see something like that, and it turns out to be that just horrid.
Yeah,
there's a way to recoup at least a portion of the money that you paid for it.
Yeah, or even get a little bit of time back.
Well, yeah, because we're never going to get that time back. And I mean, you're trying to watch it, you're trying to hope it's going to get a little better here or there, and it just.
I had very high hopes for it because the original one. And man, she was so beautiful in that movie.
Yeah.
Oh, but it just did not compare. And I'm talking about the original one. Was it Bridget Fonda?
Yeah, Bridget Nielsen.
Bridget Nielsen. There we go. I keep mixing their names up.
Yeah, and Arnold was in there. So you got this gigantic guy, and they're fighting, and the only person this never even came up. The only person that could possibly she could be with is somebody that could actually match her,
beat her. Exactly.
Match her or beat her.
That was a superpower. No man could match her sidearm, her battle arm. You know what I'm saying?
Which there was none of that was in the movie.
None of that was in the movie.
Basically the whole point of Red Sonja.
Just saying, just stating the facts. You know what I'm saying? It's just we'll gloss over this a little bit, but I always like to give a rating on these things. We're going to get 1 through 5 stars.
-2.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Nick's going the negatives. I'm going to give it 0 stars. Not worth the watch. Not even if you get it for free.
No, it's that movie is not worth it even when it's free.
Exactly.
And that's saying something because it's just not good.
It was horrible. But let's shift gears a little bit in that movie genre.
Okay.
We took it way back to the 90s with why can't I remember his name now? Charlie Sheen in a classic with Charlie Sheen. hey, right off top, Wrath. You know what I'm saying? Classic movie. One of a kind car in it. You know what I'm saying? There's only one of the cars actually left. Jay Leno owns it. You know what I'm saying? Because they built 2. One was destroyed in the movie. The other one was, sold off. And it was just good from beginning to end. It was like, it's one, no matter how many times I've seen it, I can always go back and watch it. And it's like one of those ones where you put my phone down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's kind of, it's a cool old movie. I mean, I can only imagine if they actually remade it and tried to do it justice today with the way the with the way the special effects are and stuff.
Exactly.
Man, this concussion's still messing me up. But it's a good, entertaining movie from front to back, from top to bottom. It's pretty neat. I mean, even though it's a little old and it's a little hokey in places, it's still a good story that, it was a good movie. It was a good movie back then. It's still a good movie today. So,
exactly. It definitely held up. We needed a little bit of a palate cleanser after watching Red Sonja. So,
oh my gosh. Yeah. We needed to watch something that we knew was going to be still really solid and really good. So
exactly.
Felt much better about it.
Much better about it. And, and like I said, we'll rate this one too. Go ahead, Nick. 1 out of 5.
3.8.
Hey, Nick's gonna go a little bit mid, and just because I have nostalgia, this is one of those 5s for me. You know what I'm saying? Because I have vivid memories of staying up late, using a pair of pliers to change the channel to 36 so I can watch movies. You know what I'm saying? And this is one of those ones that would come on in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
For those who are asking, how do you change a TV channel with a pair of pliers? You're not old enough.
You broke the knob.
That's it.
And it's got a little thing that sticks out. You grab it and turn it with the pliers. That was probably when the TVs were just being color.
Oh, just barely being color. I remember, man. I've zapped myself a few times because you can ground yourself out, complete a circuit with a TV.
Yeah, that's not good either. I think everybody's done that at least once.
Just a little bit. A little bit.
Yeah.
Oh,
Or were you trying to get the scrambled channels?
You know what I'm saying?
Right?
Yeah, that's it.
Kid, yeah.
Actually trying to, because you had screwdrivers. You had to have a screwdriver to screw in the antenna, because you had to have an adapter when antennas came out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then we'd all put foil on the antenna, hoping it would work.
Yeah, we did.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, going back.
Oh, way back. Like kids and adults now in this generation have no idea how the struggle was trying to watch a TV.
True.
Or even pick up a TV.
And 4 channels. Or 3 channels.
Yeah, exactly.
3 channels.
3 channels. You know what I'm saying? Channel 2, Channel 7, and Channel 36. That's what I used to watch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, crazy.
That's
CBS, NBC, and ABC.
That's it.
Those
were the days.
Yeah, they were.
With that too, even for Sunday, man, it was, you were so wiped. I was so wiped. We still got a lot of stuff done.
We did get some stuff done. We got, I bought an inflatable hot tub.
Yep.
So now I have a cold plunge and a hot tub right next to each other.
Exactly.
And it's, we used it a couple times. It feels pretty good, I'm going to tell you.
Good. That's good.
But it's a way of getting your physical therapy done, and inflammation reduction and stuff like that without breaking the bank.
Exactly. Let's actually talk about that a little bit, because recovery is king, recovery is key, and recovery helps with longevity. Yeah. And now that you've implemented this thing, because like I said, you've literally built a recovery room. You have cold and heat. Can you just give like the knowledge that you have behind that and the thought process of it? Because that's one of those things too. People know they should do a cold bath because, and they know, a hot tub because, but no one, it's one of those things that people need a simple answer.
All right. Well, if you're in strength sports or even sports in general, sorry about that. You need to recover. You need to get the inflammation out of your joints and stuff so you feel better, so that you can move around and do things and, just walk around and actually feel better. It's funny how much better when you do that, you feel better and you're walking around. You could take ibuprofen and do the same thing, but now you're putting a strain on your kidneys. You're putting a strain on the internal parts of your body that also will help you recover from the workout. So rather than put strain on your kidneys by taking anti-inflammatories, I will take a hot and a cold bath, and go back and forth between the two, and then finish with cold. So go hot, then go cold, and go hot, then go cold. 1 minute in the hot, 2 minutes in the cold, back and forth. It increases the blood flow, and then it restricts the blood flow, and it increases, which causes circulation. It helps get the inflammation out of your joints. And man, I just feel so much better when I do that. And all this stuff about, well, the muscle's not going to recover as fast. And if you're a bodybuilder, that's the only time you have to worry about that. If you're a bodybuilder, a figure competitor, a men's physique competitor, or whatever physique competitor, those are the only things that's the only time you got to worry about it. If you're an athlete, a wrestler, a football player, anything, it's going to benefit you way more to go ahead and use those. I started doing those 38 years ago when I was in college. Is that long ago? Might have been longer. But started using those in college, and man, did it help. And it's something I've used my whole entire life. And it's something that, I think has been great for my longevity and everything else. And it'll help you in many other ways, just besides the anti-inflammatory stuff. It'll release endorphins. It'll help you sleep. There's a whole bunch of things that'll really help you do. Circulation, just in general, through your whole body. It will help. So the articles that come out that say it's going to slow muscle growth, unless you're a bodybuilder, completely ignore it. If you're a powerlifter, if you're a strongman, if you're a CrossFitter, all that stuff, just take that, tell them to keep their report, keep their research, and go about doing your thing, because it is going to make a much bigger positive influence on what you're doing. And it'll give you a lot more longevity in your joints and everything else. Because remember, muscle heals in 2 to 3 days, tendons heal in 6 to 8 days. It's just that simple.
That's it.
So
and there's a reason why
if you slow
some
the
of the
muscle
greatest in the
healing
world.
down by a day, it doesn't matter, because you're still not going to be ready to train until day 6
Mhm.
or between day 6 and between day 8. So it doesn't matter. So,
That's it.
okay, there's that one.
Oh yeah. Well, like I said, there's a reason why some of the strongest and greatest athletes in the world actually use cold plunges and use saunas and hot tubs and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I mean,
There's a method to the madness, and a lot of times you get a lot of people who do research who just want to point out the numbers, but they're not pointing out the raw data.
right. And people just need to write things and create controversy as well, and
Yeah.
lead people, anyway.
Well, let's talk budget friendly. If you
But
have
yeah,
to pick one,
yeah.
which one are you picking, and which one are you going with? You going hot? You going cold?
Well,
Like to you?
the first one you're going with is cold. To me, the first one going with is cold. You can find these things out there now that are really good quality that will last you years. Anywhere between $1,600 and $2,100. You can find them for that, and it's worth it because you don't have to pay for the ice. If you do one of these more than 3 days a week, it pays for itself in less than 6 months, because you don't have to buy the ice. For me to take an ice bath, I need at least 4 20-pound bags to get the temperature down in the water.
Yeah, that's 80 pounds of ice.
Enough for me to go in. You do that 3, 4, 5 days a week, and that adds up to a lot really fast.
Mhm.
So it'll pay itself off in less than 6 months, and then you don't have to pay that anymore. The portable hot tubs you can find out there for like a 2-person hot tub. You can find them out there for like $4.99. I got mine on Amazon for $4.99, and the thing's great. Ben helped me put it together. Kind of laughed at me as I'm on the floor trying to put the tiles together. So just kind of jumped right in and helped me go, because he felt bad for me crawling around the floor, which was awesome. And still can't thank him enough for helping me with stuff like that.
Well,
But we
it's a
got
2-man job.
Yeah, but we got it up. It's really a one-man job, and it's not that bad. But we got it up, we got it going, got it set up, got it filled up with water, and had it to 104 degrees within about 5 or 6 hours of it being done. So that's it was pretty cool. Now I can literally go back and forth in between there, and it's a game changer. It's pretty neat. So for less than $3,000, I have a cold and a hot tub that work good and feel great. So I definitely, and it's one of those things where I'm going to use it. It's something I'm going to use. This is going to make the quality of my life better. It doesn't take up a whole lot of space either, because the shed's a 10 by 10 shed. So I have 2 of these things inside of a 10 by 10 shed. So it doesn't take up a lot of space. It's very doable for anybody. The other thing is I got a massage table, and I got electrical stem machines and, a bunch of other stuff here too. But if you're going to take training seriously, you have to take your recovery just as serious as the training. You have to. Have to, because doing one without the other, it's just going to slow down the game in the long run. Because the slow methodical gains will come with time, but you got to take care of your body. You got to do the necessary things to keep your mobility and to keep everything functioning correctly. So that's what I got to say about that.
Well, that's one of those things. Like I said, you do say it, and you do promote it, you do use it, and that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. It's like you want to learn from the greatest. A lot of people ask you these questions, but sometimes I'm like, are they really listening? And that's why I was like, give your actual full thought, because like I said, recovery is that important, especially in the strength world, and for everyone who has a regular everyday life. What's the average person injury in the real world? Lower back, you know what I'm saying? Neck, shoulders,
which all this stuff will help.
Exactly.
And so, I mean, when I was in the beer business, I was working between 50 and 55 hours a week. I was training, and I was still getting these things done as far as, cold plunges, massages, stuff like that. So it's a necessary evil. You got to make the time to take care of yourself.
Yeah, you really
do. But these things will allow you to keep going as you get older.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest thing. And they make the quality of your life every day better, because when you feel better, your attitude's better. When your attitude's better things happen to you all day long. So if you go out, you start the day, go take a hot plunge, go into the hot tub and then jump into the cold plunge real fast, get in there for like 5 or 6 minutes, get out, naturally warm up as you're brushing your teeth and doing the rest of your stuff.
Yep.
And then as you're getting just about to normal, take a nice shower, get your shaving done, get cleaned up, and get out and get on with your day. You're going to go about it feeling a whole lot better. And you're going to go out with a much more positive attitude. Because when you feel good, everything goes good. If you ever notice that, even when bad things happen, when you feel good, you handle them better.
Yes.
So it's a good thing. When you feel better every day, everything in your life is going to feel better.
And that's one of those things.
Than it is now.
Like, yeah. And let's even go into that a little bit deeper, because that's the thing is when you are happy and when you are content and when you are in the direction of your life the way you want it to go, you not just handle life differently, you handle situations differently.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? Let's just talk a little bit of that mindset that happens because of that.
Yeah. I mean, when you're feeling good about what's going on, when you remove the negativity from your life and the things that are affecting you mentally and weighing on your head and everything else in a negative way, and those are lifted, and you start coming out and you start doing the things you like to do, you start doing things to take care of your body, you start feeling better literally about everything that you do. Your confidence goes through the roof. Everything around you starts just cultivating and doing better and growing, and everything around you will grow. And that's kind of something to strive for. And no matter what you're going through, start with the inside of you. Start with a positive attitude. Start with just letting the things you can't control go, and just do the best you can with everything else from that point on, with a positive mindset, and do things that make your body feel better, that it'll function better. And everything in your life, I guarantee you, will start moving in a better direction. It will, 100%, without a doubt. Because when you feel better about things and you get hit with an adverse situation, you tend to handle it differently. It's almost like you take a half a step back going, that this should send me through the roof, but you know what? It's not really worth it. I got this going on, that going on, that going on. That's on them. And you know what? I'm just going to move myself out of this so it doesn't affect me anymore. And it's just like you got a big pile of dung sitting in the middle of the road, and instead of stepping in it, you just step right over it and keep right on walking. Well, it's kind of like that when you feel good. You just step over things and keep right on walking.
Yep.
And then you feel better. It's just like that.
Yeah, it's just like that. You know what I'm saying? And, like, I'll just add a little bit to it.
Mm-hmm.
When you frame yourself in this way, you can
Mm-hmm.
let things go. And that's
Yep.
the main thing, is understanding, like, things and people are out of your control. And because
Mm-hmm.
they're out of your control, guess what that means? You don't have to deal with it. You don't have to put up with it. And you can choose to engage it or not engage it.
Well, yeah, that's the biggest thing. You can choose whether you're going to engage or not engage with it. Things will still need to be dealt with, but the way you deal with it, the way you will eventually, have dealt with it, will make a massive difference in how it gets handled and the results. And sometimes it's just like, okay, well, I'm sorry you feel that way. I really am. And you know what? Best of luck to you. Hope you have a great day. Instead of, you want this out of me and you want that out of me. It's like, yeah, I'm sorry. All these things, we're not just going to do that anymore. And I'm not going to participate in this.
Yeah.
But I wish you nothing but the best of luck. Have a great day. And off you go.
Yep.
And you just go about it and get to the next thing and just go make a positive day out of it.
Exactly. And that's the thing. It's a choice. Understand that all this is a choice. You choose to be positive. You choose, because no one's going to make you positive. The world's not going to make you positive, because it'll throw everything in your face.
The world will do the exact opposite for the most part.
Exactly.
Especially media, especially news media, especially a lot of the music now, all this stuff will just do what it can to morally tear your fiber apart, to get into your psyche, to take you down to its level.
Exactly.
So don't let it take you down to its level. And the things that are trying to take you down, if you're listening to music and every other word is a
curse word,
curse words, N-words, whatever, turn it off. Just find something else. Find something else to put in your ears with something that's better, that's more positive. Why are you listening to it anyway? What makes it cool?
Yep.
Seriously, what makes it cool? I mean, is it a riff that's in the music? Think about what actually makes it cool and why you're listening to it. And at the end of the day, if you look at it and you look at the lyrics and you look at what the message is of it, and it's not really anything that's going to benefit you in the end, why bother?
Yep.
Find an instrumental stuff that sounds great and just roll.
Exactly.
Move on.
And like I said, it'll date us a little bit, but there's nothing like the classics that were just about good times and fun. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and like Rush had a bunch of like really good stuff in it. Working Man, stuff like that. I mean, that's why they call me. They call me the working man. Get up, go to work, go to work at 9, and then work till 5 and get off and stuff like that. So there's a lot of stuff. And I mean, they had YYZ, which was an amazing instrumental, stuff like that. Tom Sawyer, 2112. There's all kinds of stuff out there that you can listen to. And I mean, modern day, there's not a whole lot of new stuff I'm listening to, because there's just not a lot of stuff that attracts me to it that's, I think, is going to help me better in any way.
Exactly.
That's it.
Hey, so. No, and that's just what
if you know any out there that's good like that, let me know. I'll look at it.
You know what I'm saying? Throw some music recommendations to us. You know what I'm saying? Throw it in the group chat for those that are on Patreon, because guess what? We'll check them out. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, we will.
That's it.
So.
Well, I think we've covered quite a bit for today.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're still working on the new store. You know what I'm saying? It's slightly ready, but we're chipping away. So for those who joined the Patreon, you're 15% discount for our strongest tier, and for the inner circle tier, you get a 10% discount. You know what I'm saying? So it's just one of those things. Like I said, it's sorry for taking so long in the store, but it's a lot of work.
Now, coming to the store, we're going to have a 3-week rotation for a strongman program that, if you follow this program and adjust the weights accordingly, you will be 8 weeks out of doing a contest at any time. You just need the events and the training for about 8 weeks, and you're going to be able to compete in nearly anything that you decide you want to do.
Yes.
I'm going to do the same for a powerlifting program as well. I'm also going to do just a general training program for people that want to be stronger, like physically stronger, bone density, and just be stronger. The average person that just wants to be stronger. So it'll be a 3-week rotation on that as well.
That's it.
So we'll have those 3 levels to go. And then I'll probably eventually also do one with somebody who wants to be more athletic.
Yes.
And do something like that as well. So those will be the things that are coming down the line. The strongman will be first. The powerlifting one will be second. And then the third one will be the general population type of training routine. It's a 3-week rotation. Everything fits together for a reason.
That's it.
So it's going to, when you look at it, you're like, huh? And then as you get through it and you start training it, I don't know how many people I've done this with, and they get started and they're like, why are we doing this? And I'll explain it to them. And they're like, oh, okay. And then they do it, and then they do it again. And then they get through the first 3 weeks, and then they start back into the second 3 weeks, and they're like, oh,
yeah,
like, right. Exactly. Now you understand why.
Exactly.
And it's pretty neat how it works. So that should be out in another week or 2 for the first part of it. And then we'll go to the powerlifting part and we'll move on from there. But just be patient. We'll get it out there to you.
Oh, yes.
So,
yeah. Right, go on. Take us out, Nick.
All right. Well, you know what? If you like this, please, follow on all the social media platforms, like, share, subscribe, share it as much as you can. I'd really appreciate that. And just want to say thank you to everybody. Without you, I'm got none of this. So go out there, be good to others, and train hard, train smart, and be the best you can be. Okay? Go out there and have a good one.